Hey you guys, I am back with Video Dos. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are staying cool because it is hot as all get out outside. Look, because it's so bad out there, I couldn't go shopping today. I'm so mad. Anyway, but that's good, right? Because I get to talk to you guys. I get to bring you a message. All right, so on this video, for those of you new to my channel, I don't know if I said it, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. Welcome back, you guys. I wanted to just kind of, this will be short. I was thinking about, I was laying in bed this morning, I was thinking about what I did, what I was talking about in yesterday's video. And I was talking about Job and how he had went through everything, you know. And I don't think I said this, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I just said it to you guys real quick today. And I meant to mention it. So the point that I think Spirit wanted me to also mention to you guys, why he showed me Job and why it caused me to want to dig deeper and see, my God, what did this man go through? That what, you know, what happened to him? And I said all of that. And what I wanted to say to you guys was, if you notice, the Most High allowed the devil to do everything he was going to do. He allowed it. He let it happen. Okay. And I wanted to say to you guys that, you know, sometimes the Most High will allow certain things to happen in your world, because I know bad, you know, everybody's going to experience some misfortune or something like that. But I want you to keep in mind that anything, if you've had to go through it for an extended period of time, you know, like Job, like maybe for all you know, you're being tested, you know, maybe you are someone who has favor in the Most High's eyes, and and he allowed the devil to try to see if he could sway you, pull you away from his love, from his care, you know, get you to say, you know what, the God ain't here and God ain't real. Why would all this be happening? To try to get you to turn away from God. Okay, I want you guys to know that understand that, you know, even though things, sometimes the Most High will allow things to happen to us, but look at it when you're going through something, when you are facing something really serious and crazy, a misfortune, understand, just say to yourself, okay, the Most High wouldn't allow this to happen. I'm probably being tested, you know, and the test can go on for a good little minute, you know. But I want you to also recognize and realize that he's there. He never, you know, I thought about, you know, I had gone through so much, but what made it easy for me to not lose faith and not lose faith in the Most High is the fact that I knew he was with me. He sent my angels. He sent my guides to, you know, in those moments of complete and utter despair, and they would send someone, or he himself, you know. I don't think you guys, if you have a real solid connection with the Most High, then nothing you go through can you know, shake you to the point to where you just give in to give in to the devil. You know, there isn't anything that we can't go through if you know he's here. Okay, my guides are here, my angels are here. They can't stop what's happening to me, but they can offer you comfort. You know, they can, it's like when I told you guys, if I do a tarot reading and, you know, every time I see the Strength card, I just want to scream. I want to scream because I know, oh my God, here we go again, you know. But it's like that, you know, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we're letting you know, this is how I know they're here, because they're like, listen, we're going to need you to just you just got to be a little bit stronger. There's something that's going to happen, or you're going to have to experience something, and just, but there's always a gem, a hidden gem in whatever strain or stress or struggle you go to. There's always a gem in it somewhere, like the example I gave of seeing the strength card, the 5 of wands, and the 7 of wands. You're getting ready to go, be strong. You're going to have to deal with some kind of something, haterism or jealousy or something, and you're going to have to stand your ground. There might be a situation where you're going to have to stand your ground, and there came that moment when I had to stand up and work and say, this is not okay. What's happening is not okay, and but the gem in that is you have now learned to stand up for yourself. That's the hidden gem. You see what I'm saying? So you might be going through something. If you are somebody and you are, I've seen people who are so scared. They're about to face eviction. They don't know where they're going to go, and they might have to live in their car, and there's going to be something. Understand that there's nothing you can't handle if you have the Most High, as long as you know that He is, as long as you know that He's there, as long as you know, it makes everything easier. You just keep saying to yourself, this too shall pass. Everything is going to be okay. This is happening. It might be happening for a reason. And there's something, it could be this situation is testing your strength, your inner strength. You know what I mean? Something that's teaching you to hang in there and be strong, and you got this. You're going to be okay. This too shall pass. It's like standing up to the devil and saying, you can't sway me. You know what I mean? You can't get me. You're never gonna win. You're never gonna win. And this is that opportunity. Sometimes we go through these things because the Most High just wants to show you His that He is. Look you went through this. Now look how I got you out of it. Just so you know. So now you know I'm here, right? And you go, yes, I do know. And He goes, okay, and there's no better feeling. It's like anything you experience after that, okay, I'm either being tested, or there's going to be some kind of something. I'm going to learn a lesson, or there's going to be some kind of gem, or there's going to be something, or the Most High is just using me to show everybody that He is, Dang, and your friends and your family gonna be like, man, so-and-so got put out, or so-and-so is in this situation, so-and-so, lost their job, and they got all these bills and all these things, and you've got kids, and look at how they got out of that. Look at how, you know what I mean? Look at how the Most High saw them through to the other side, and you probably end up going someplace better, doing another thing, and you know what I mean. Sometimes something happens to move you to a better situation. A lot of people never take that into account, and it's like, had the Most High not done that, you would have stayed stuck in that situation. So everything happens for a reason. It's okay. You just have to keep that mindset. This is that opportunity for God to show out in your life. Look at what God is getting ready to do. I wonder what He's getting ready to do. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. I'm so frightened. But your guides are here and your angels are here, and they're going to, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And do you trust us? Yeah, I trust you. Okay, now let's go and just let things play out the way they're going to play out. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. When I was homeless and it was uncomfortable, having to get up early and shower and then go out into the world and try to fill your day for however many hours before 5 o'clock. I think they let you out at 7 in the morning, 7 or 8, and you had to be back by 5, and eat, shower, or whatever. Some people showered at night and then got up and go out, and some would get up first thing in the morning and go out, and like that. But those are the things that shape you, I guess, mold you, whatever. Hang on just a second. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, you know, so I was going somewhere with the homeless thing, and I forgot what it was. But anyway, so yeah, it's just when I had to go through that, and the Most High, oh, that's how it was. It's uncomfortable. Dealing with all of that is uncomfortable, but it led me, had I not gone there, I would not have met this amazing woman who was able to help me to, get the, medical help that I needed with depression and the anxiety, and then I was able to get medication for blood pressure and all these other kind of things, and I was able to transition to this other place, and it was uncomfortable there, but because I did this place and this place, I then qualified to get out of that situation, and I moved into the winter shelter, and then I qualified from there. So sometimes it could be uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable, is what I should probably say. Change can be uncomfortable, but go with what's happening. First and foremost, you got to trust. You got to trust that whatever you're getting ready to experience is somehow, some way going to lead to something else. It could be that bridge. Literally, it was that bridge to where I made it to that other situation. I was able to get out and move on. You see? So just have faith, trust, everything is going to be okay. Sometimes the Most High allows things to happen, but never, ever, 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 ever lose faith. Okay, if something is happening to you, if it's stressful, it's uncomfortable, it's ugly, you're not used to it sucks, but there's 9 times out of 10 a reason behind it, and like I said, it when you make it out on the other end, everything makes sense, and you can look back and thank God and go, oh my God, you are so good, because even though I went through that, you guys stayed with me. You guys, kept me strong. You guys kept my head in the game. You kept me, centered and whole and focused and the whole nine. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to kind of leave you guys that message, just like with Job, when the Most High allows something to happen, it's a reason behind it. Okay, and does it suck? Is it uncomfortable? Yes, sometimes for some of you it could just literally be a test. For others, and then I also want to say this real quick too. For those of you, I know I said, that a lot of people are going through some situations, and I wonder if these are the people who did the spying and the doing everything they did behind the scenes. I will say this as well. Look at the Most High as your Father. Sometimes you mess up, and the Most High, and I will say that if you messed up, the Most High still loves you. He still loves you, but like any good father, He's gonna punish. He's gonna discipline. And it's done to make you understand, I shouldn't have done this. This is wrong. I know better now. And, thank you, Father. And I'm going to move on, and, like that. So if you go through something, if anybody's going through it, just, you have that period where you have to get, your spiritual punishment, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Like any good father, they're going to punish you, but they love you at the same time. Don't think that God is forsaking you. Don't think that God hates you. You're going to hell. It's because none of those things. Sometimes we get our spiritual spanking, and we come out on the other side better for it, for having gone through what we've gone through, because now we know unequivocally that the Most High is and that when we mess up, He will give you that spiritual spanking, and let me I've learned. I'm so sorry, Father, I've learned, because He can make it's gonna go for a good little minute. I have learned it will go for a good little minute, but you know, and for some, maybe he will do like he did and break you down, like straight break you down, have you on your knees crying, saying you're sorry, help me. And it is then when he will then pick you up and say, okay. And you know, and then things will start to get better, and you can see that he forgives you and he loves you and he's getting you back on track, and but you're better for it. You know, like when your parents punish you, you know, for doing something wrong, you might not like the punishment, but you're better for it, you know. But anyway, just throwing that out there. But that's all I wanted to just say on that one. Just, you know, that the Most High is that butterfly. I swear to God, I love it. Thanks. Yeah, that's the message for you guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button. I was just looking at my shirt. You are what, Chiquita? You are enough. You're enough. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I love you guys. I will see you next time on the next video. Y'all have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye bye.